Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Karen from Hawk Intuition, and first I just wanted to say, God, thank you so much for all of the support, all of the amazing comments, all of the new subscribers. If you're new to my channel, if you just got a suggested reading come up and you are just watching me for the first time, first of all, welcome and thank you for being here. But for all the people that have subscribed and all your likes and shares and comments and all the new private reading bookings, and I'm just overwhelmed with complete joy, and I can't even put it into words. I just really want to say thank you so much. On that note, if you were waiting for a private reading from me, I'm working through them right now. I have been on a really crazy journey in the last 3 weeks alone, and I am switching jobs. And this week is the very last week of a job that I have been doing, that I've been unhappy at for a long time, and mistreated, and I was getting messages that I had a purpose there. There was a purpose for the struggle. And in the last couple of weeks, the purpose became very, very clear. The ending to that cycle became very, very clear. And I jumped on it and I said, you know what? This is it. And I'm manifesting abundance for myself. I'm manifesting a new start. I'm completely protected, and Spirit is guiding me on this new path in my life. And so today is actually my very last day at that job. And I don't know if you can feel it from me or not, but I feel so free. I feel this freedom that I can't even describe to you. And what I was getting from it, I looked at the date today, and the fact that it's going into a new month is significant. It's a new beginning. It's an ending and a new beginning. For the job to be ending on the very last day of the month, stepping into a new one is significant. Today is 7/31, and the 31, they told me, breaks down to a 4, so it's 7/4, which in the US is Independence Day, and it's all about freedom. Freedom to make the choice to have a new start, to have a new beginning. And that's today for me. That's today for a lot of you. It's Independence Day today. And so that's really the start. I'm already starting to channel the messages leading into today is the new moon as well. It's a super black new moon. I don't really know what all of that means. One of them is that it's the second new moon in the month. All I know is that the manifestation possibilities of this new moon within this Lionsgate portal is immense. It's huge. And take advantage of it. The major lesson, the message today is take advantage of it. Sit down and feel the energies and what they're doing for you, what they're saying to you, and what you can do about it. You can create a life. You can choose to have endings to things that no longer serve you, and you can choose to have new beginnings by opening your eyes to them. They're right there in front of you, and the universe is trying to deliver them to you. So open your eyes to them. Get yourself into a space today where you can sit still and listen to what the manifestation messages are for you specifically, and take advantage of it. I'm going to do a new moon spread here, and I actually looked online for one that I kind of resonated with, and I found one on, the website is called newagehipster.com, and I'll put the link in the box below, but it's a new moon manifestation spread, and it's funny because I found it and I really liked it, and I realized afterwards when I was writing a couple of things down that it was posted on 11/11/2015, which I thought was an interesting little tidbit, especially because this is going to be geared towards twin flames. I'll post a picture of the spread also. If you want to take this spread for yourself, if you draw cards, if that's a tool that you use to get guidance, I'll post a picture of that spread also so that you can do that for yourself. I'll be doing it for myself tonight. I actually like to do it right around the actual time of the new moon. And tonight, on July 31st, 2019, on the East Coast in the US, the time for the new moon is 11:12 p.m. Which, as if you're on the twin flame journey, you know that 1111 is a very spiritual number when it comes to twins. And the fact that it's at 1112 is interesting to me. And what I get from that is that it's time to move forward. We are not stuck in the middle of this connective energy between us. We are working to propel that forward. This is your job. This is your mission, is to take that step forward and create movement for yourself, however that resonates for you, whether that's in your twin journey, whether that's for yourself when it comes to a job, however that applies to you in your life. Take the step forward yourself and create movement for yourself within this new moon. It is very, very powerful energy that you can take advantage of. So I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get started. I'll post the link for for where the reading starts in the box below. But I thank you to everyone who posts the start of the reading itself with the cards. They'll post the time in the comments below. A lot of times, though, the messages that come through here in the intro, some of them are just announcements that I have for people. It's everyday stuff for me. But some of it is also channeled messages. So a lot of times, you're going to want to listen to the very intro part. You'll know with the way that you resonate, the way that you feel about the things I'm talking about, whether or not you need to move forward or not. But I wouldn't always recommend skipping forward to the time. A lot of people just like to see the messages that come through in the cards because visually they resonate with the cards. But the channeled messages that come through with the cards are the same as the channeled messages that come through when I start talking about a certain thing. The cards, a lot of times, sometimes I don't need them. Sometimes I can just channel the message. Sometimes these cards are only for your reference because it gives certain people validation visually that the messages that are coming out are coming from spirit. It's like the cards represent spirit to you. But the messages that come through, this is just a divination tool. This is just a visual tool to kind of trigger for me and for you the messages that you're needing. But a lot of times, even you don't need these cards. You don't need the evidence of the cards to hear and resonate with the message. Sometimes the message is just there. If you resonate with, if something that I say clicks with you, or my voice clicks with you, or whatever it is, that's because I'm starting to channel something for you specifically. So that was just something else that they wanted me to point out for you because they don't want you to miss something that might be important in the very beginning for you. All right, so I'm going to do this as an extended reading also. I'm going to do a spread for the Divine Feminine here first, and then in the extended, I'm going to do the same spread, but for the Divine Masculine. So this is the New Moon Manifestation spread. This is the New Moon in Leo. Leo is super confident, passionate, driven, creative, passionate, they're telling me again. This is it's very powerful energy, and it's a really great energy to be in for a new moon, for manifesting. So harness the potential of your own inner Leo and, get some stuff going for yourself. All right. I'm going to have my music on too. A couple of people have made comments about not being able to hear the music and not allowed to have the music up loud enough that you can hear it. So I'm going to listen for it. I'll tell you as much as I can from it. Sometimes the song doesn't make a difference. It only the lyrics make the difference. It may even be just those couple of words that make a difference. But I'll try to post the song name and if I can, if I'm able to. Echo, turn it up. I'm just going to find out what's on right now first to begin with. All right, I'm going to lay these out. I have never done this spread before, so just have some patience as I spread this out here. All right, this is current energy, mental shifts, co-create this. There's some really powerful stones that wanted to be out today too. Usually it's a mix of, green, grounded stones, high vibration, high level, upper chakra stones, but for the most part, it's high level stone, and also blue stones. There are blue. This is chalcedony and kyanite, blue kyanite. These lighter colored blue stones were. This is blue lace agate. They wanted to be here today. It's like the energy is so intense that they needed to be here to kind of offset them a little bit too. They're very calming stones. They're meant to be calming stones. So if you need a little bit of that calming, pull on the energy of those stones that are here as well. And they are feeding this reading, the energy of this reading, if you're needing that too. So a reminder also that there is Reiki energy present, holy fire Reiki energy present within this reading. If you sit and get yourself into a still place now and make the decision that you want to accept the Reiki energy into your system, it's going to help with healing. It's going to help with relaxation. It's going to help with that calm, actually, that I was just talking about. There's also violet flame energy here that's really great for cleansing and for rejuvenation. So open yourself up to that and start receiving it. It's here. Okay, so the very first card is current energy. You are here. Page of Swords. So it's the Page of Swords in reverse, and I don't usually take reversals, but when they guide me to, I'm going to take the reversals, and they're telling me to leave this in reverse. So, in the upright, the Page of Swords is about communication. It's about, excuse me. They're telling me throat chakra also. They're telling me that's, someone here is having a hard time with communication. They're having a hard time with the lack of communication. They're sitting in the energy of no communication. So, and they keep saying that to me over and over again, communication. And so that current energy it's a frustration in wanting to have new communication. That's your current energy right now. And so as far as manifestation comes, if you are sitting in a place of trying to manifest communication, shifting the focus on that communication is what they're wanting you to do. Your current energy is all about that and the fact that there is no communication. And so I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way is up or down, or I have no evidence in the 3D. And this definitely feels like it's communication when it comes to your divine masculine, when it comes to your relationship, when it comes to your divine union. And it could also be about what I was it could also be about spirit communication. It could be, if you're intuitive gifts, if you're a light worker or an intuitive, and recently you have been feeling just kind of blocked or kind of disconnected a little bit, the message about that is that sometimes they do that on purpose. Sometimes they, my friend, she's an intuitive, Molly, Merkaba Molly, look her up. She's amazing too. She's amazing too. I didn't mean that like I'm amazing, but you're amazing. She's amazing. I have a lot of amazing intuitive friends that have channels too, but look her up, Merkaba Molly. Anyway, she says that when stuff like that happens, it's because Spirit is putting you in the shop. It's like you are in for repairs because you are needing to be protected for a little bit. There are reasons that you need to rest. You need to rest your intellect. You need to rest your mind, your intuitive mind, get down into your body space instead of up in your head space. And they kind of close you down just a little bit in order to rejuvenate. It's like a recharging period. So in order to manifest, take advantage of that block. It's not a blockage, it's protection. Take advantage of that protection and rest yourself going into this new moon. And then set yourself up for, I feel rested, I feel calm, I feel grounded. That's when the clarity of the messages are coming through. This is sitting in the energy of a lack of clarity. So get yourself rested in order to find that clarity. This one is mental shifts. What do you need to shift mentally for this manifestation? This is the Queen of Pentacles. She is in charge of, this is about money, this is about career, this is about standing on your own, creating a shift mentally that you are able to do that. You're able to sustain that for yourself. Step into your power when it comes to being able to support yourself money-wise. It's really calling on your inner divine masculine energy, but they also point out that it's such a feminine confidence. It's being in your divine feminine energy, infusing feeling and passion into what it is that you do in order to create a career. This could be about someone trying to start a spiritual business, a spiritual career, and infusing your divine feminine confidence into your divine masculine business side in order to create that. So this is a mental shift that needs to happen for you. It doesn't have to be a spiritual business. That was probably just one set of energies that I was tapping into. This could also be about, a lot of times the Queen of Pentacles is about mothering. It's about, I see the Queen of Pentacles as a mother energy sometimes. Not as much in this deck, but it could be a potential for someone that's here listening right now. One of the mental shifts that could happen in order to manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest may be clearing up some issues with your mother. And it's definitely about money. She has a pentacle here on her fan, and she's like, fanning herself with it. And it's like there's an issue with the way that your mother used to handle money, or the way that your mother represented how she earned her money. There may be needing to be a shift in the way you view that. Is it that she always got her money from other people, or she always had to depend on other people for that, or she worked in a job that made her completely unhappy because she felt supported and it was the only way to support her kids, or whatever it was. Take it however it resonates for you. But this mental shift is really important for manifesting something about money and drive and groundedness within your money also, in your money matters. All right, spiritual gifts. Ooh, Two of Pentacles. This feels, again, because it's right next to the Queen of Pentacles, and I was saying about maybe creating a spiritual career. If you resonated with the part where I was saying spiritual business, these spiritual gifts that you have, in order to have them help with creating this career, you need to find a balance. You need to find a balance between, and this is definitely about the twin journey. It's almost like you are a guide or a light worker on the twin journey. This infinity sign right here, it looks really uneven to me. There's a way bigger flow on this side than there is on this side. It's almost like balancing out your divine feminine and divine masculine roles within yourself in order to hone your spiritual gifts. To manifest this, whatever it is that you're manifesting here. You've been driving and driving and driving. So this feels like I'm headed towards my divine masculine. Or the message of the divine masculine and what he's doing and how he's progressing. And that's the message that you're getting out, is the focus on the divine masculine and the union and all of that. And all of this other stuff, the stuff that is not being presented as much, like a bigger purpose, a bigger picture, what the journey is all about, the mission work, awakening to your mission as a divine feminine, as a light worker. This person who is trying to develop this spiritual career, your spiritual gifts are being restricted right now by your focus on certain things within the journey. Broaden that more, open up the flow more to this side of this infinity symbol, more towards the divine feminine. What does she need to do to grow in the rest of her life? Not just within her union and the connection with her divine masculine. What does she need to do individually to grow as an individual? I think presenting that even more is going to help with the abundance side of this. It's part of this mental shift that is going to help open up spiritual gifts when it comes to that side of things. Now, if it's not about it's also about seeing the evidence of abundance. The spiritual gifts kind of get shut down a little bit because it doesn't look like in the 3D there is evidence of the effect of that. If this is not about a spiritual career, if this is something else, if this is someone who is trying to clear up the mental shift when it comes to their mother, your spiritual gifts are showing you how to clear that. If you're on this journey, some of you are saying, well, I don't have clairvoyance, I don't have clairaudience, I don't hear messages through music like you do. Every one of you has gifts. Every one of you has the potential to access that. The connection with spirit and the messages in that way. It's getting yourself to a place where you're able to be still enough to hear them and to clear out the debris, the energetic debris that you have picked up along the way. And a lot of it is three-dimensional, 3D debris and 3D programming and templates and things like that. You lean very, very heavily on the 3D side of things. This spoke or this wheel right here, the spokes of it are a pentacle, and it's like you feel way too much into the 3D. You're looking way too much for 3D evidence here in your physical reality of a spiritual connection, this thing that's lit up. And look at how small this wheel is here in the back. This is spiritual. This is the 5D right here. Learning to find a balance between evening out these tires here, finding a balance between what you see in the 3D and what you feel in the 5D. They're telling you to get more into what you feel. Close your eyes to 3D things happening around you, no matter what is happening around you. Get more into your 5D space. Get into meditation. A lot of people say, well, how do I do that? I don't know how to do that. You have to figure out the best way for yourself, but it's about shutting down your monkey mind and shutting down everything that you've known up until now by getting into a still space. How do you get yourself still? How do you get yourself calm? Is it working with crystals? Is it setting up a crystal grid under your bed? Is it meditation? Is it prayer? Is it going for a hike, getting into nature? Something that you're able to get into that isn't difficult for you to do. If you think that it's too difficult, but you keep being drawn back to it, like it looks like the only answer for you, it may be that you just need a little bit of shift in technique. And if you need help finding a way to get in touch with a way to be still, and just let me know, and I will give you some recommendations. We can even do a private reading for you that shows you your own personal way that might be a little bit clearer for you. It may be a way that is just it's individual to you. But determining that is going to help you to get in touch with your spiritual gifts in order to be able to manifest whatever intention you're setting on this manifestation. What are you wanting to manifest right now? Decide what you're wanting to manifest. And this is telling you how to go about doing that. Okay, so co-create this with the universe. 10 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Cups in In the upright is a happy family, just joy and bliss and your cups overflowing and love and romantic love. The fact that it's in reverse, uh, so this is all about, this is something that you can definitely manifest. Okay, what they're telling me is, what I have written down is, this is what you're co-creating with the universe. This is something that you can manifest. You definitely can manifest it with the energy of the new moon. This is about being in a good headspace, getting in touch with your spiritual gifts, getting in touch with just having a still mind, getting rid of your 3D monkey mind is going to help you to develop some spiritual gifts and guidance for yourself. You need some guidance for yourself because your thoughts are very, very powerful. You are a powerful divine being. If you're on the twin journey, you have your own gifts and you can manifest a lot of things in your life just by your thoughts. Now, if you're not in a good headspace or you're not in touch with how to rein that in, you can also manifest the opposite of what you want. What do you want from this reading? You want the happy ending, you want the happy family, love, and relationship and connection with your divine masculine. You want it all, but you're stuck in a space of 3D needing communication and clarity, not understanding how to clear past life issues, childhood issues with your mother. I don't understand how to get into a still space in my mind. I don't know how to meditate. I don't know how to develop my spiritual gifts. Sitting in the frustration of all of that and thinking it's never going to happen. I don't see evidence of it in the 3D. There is no communication. That is never going to happen. And what you do is you manifest it not happening, continuing to not happen. They're telling you that you can definitely manifest the opposite of what you want by not surrendering to the universe, not surrendering to the fact that you don't have communication, but that is meant to be. You're not supposed to have communication right now. You're not supposed to have clarity for some reason. And accepting that and surrendering to that is how you empower yourself. It feels very disempowering because you don't have clarity, but what they're telling you is you don't always need clarity. All you need to know is that this lack of clarity has a purpose also. So be careful of the thoughts that you have when it comes to this journey, your own personal journey, because you can manifest the opposite of what you actually want to manifest deep down. If you are in a place where you're like, fuck this, I cannot do this anymore. My divine masculine is pissing me off. All the things that he's doing, I don't understand. I don't want to do this anymore. Talking bad about him also, blaming him for every single thing. But at the same time, deep down, wanting that more than anything, wanting that connection more than anything, it's confusing to the universe. The universe is like, tell me what you want to co-create. If you are currently sitting in this energy and this is what you want to focus on the lack of communication, okay, then we'll focus on the lack of communication. We'll continue that because you haven't learned the lesson from it just yet. And this is going to be put off. This is what you're co-creating. So understanding your own spiritual gifts is really going to help you to manifest the things that you do want. The thoughts that you do want. Okay, ask for help with this, King of Cups. How do I sit in my loving, empathic, grounded divine masculine energy? Your own personal, the one within you. How do I sit in the middle of that and feel confident and loved and secure and filling my own needs? Spirit and the universe is telling you to ask for help with this. They're telling me that this is one of the blocks for you. And it may also be, sometimes this is about the father energy in your life. That you need to ask Spirit for help clearing whatever block it is that you have with your father energy. It could also be about your divine masculine. It could be asking for help with how to manifest this. How do I do that if all of my thoughts are negative when it comes to him? How do I create positive thoughts when all I can do is focus on the negative? Ask for help. Ask for help, because there's a bigger picture here. They would not put you into an intense connection, a spiritual, divine, huge purpose connection, if he was a terrible, awful, disgusting, damaging person that is only ever going to do that to you forever and ever and ever. He has things that he's working on, and there is a purpose for all of his actions and all of the things that he said to you. All of the triggers that it brings up for you are something that you need to examine in your life, something that you need to clear in your life. It's not about him. It's not about why he did it and the kind of person that he is. He's not progressing the way that he should be progressing because he said this to me, or he didn't do that to me, or he's not communicating with me. How can I still feel the love from him if he's not communicating with me? Ask for help from Spirit, and they're going to help show that to you. All right. This one is called Star Potential, and what it is long-term potential of this manifestation right here, what it is that you are manifesting. The Fool, which is amazing. If you get in touch with these things, if you clear the blocks that you need to clear right now, the potential is brand new beginnings. We're talking about new beginnings right now. If you step into this energy and accept it and surrender right now, you can harness the energy of this movement going into the Lion's portal, this new moon in Leo. It's like ripe for such new beginnings and new manifestation. But to do that, in order to have that be long-term, you have to surrender. You have to understand that there is a way bigger picture. Surrender what the 3D looks like and manifest in a 5D consciousness. Step into consciousness. Step off the cliff here. Take a leap of faith. Allow yourself to be guided and allow yourself to accept the fact that sometimes things don't make sense. But eventually it will. But right now, the need to know right now that things make sense, and this is the way that it's moving, and this is the way that things are going to develop, and needing that plan keeps you stuck. Surrender. Surrender. That's what it's telling you. The potential for this to become a long-term flow, getting into a flow state, is all about surrendering and surrendering to blind faith. Surrender to the universe and the power of it and your power, the power you have to harness that and to manifest whatever it is you're manifesting. What are you manifesting? Decide that. I am manifesting a new career for myself, something that is going to support me and allow me as a strong, divine, powerful, empowered woman to support myself and not have to ever depend on anyone ever again. Maybe you're manifesting the coming together, the romantic relationship between you and your divine masculine, happily ever after. Decide that, step into that, and don't focus on the fact that it's not here and it hasn't developed yet. Divine timing is everything. Divine timing does not make sense on a 3D clock. Stop looking at your 3D clock and think about the bigger picture. Trust the universe. Look at the way he's looking over at this, smiling, like he knows something that you don't know. And a lot of times, you don't need to know. All you need to know is that the universe has got it. They've got it. Trust that this can be turned around. And all you have to do is change your thinking, your mental shift. Clear one thing. And it could shift everything in your life for you. Taking advantage of this new moon energy is very important. They just really want me to stress that for you. All right, I'm going to pull one card of guidance right now, and they're wanting me to use this. It's the Power of Surrender cards. They're already telling you that you need to surrender. Surrender, step off the cliff, get into that leap of faith mentality, being supported and guided by spirit and the universe. But there apparently there's like confusion in here too. Like I can feel the frustration and feeling lost, and just like it feels overwhelming. It's really overwhelming. How do I do that? How do I examine my own spiritual gifts? How do I even know what that is? You're going to be guided to that information. You're going to be guided to it. Sit back and allow the information to come in. Allow the fact that you don't know the answer to these questions. You don't have clarity about a lot of things. The biggest clarity that you need to know about that is that you don't need to know right now. Not knowing right now, not seeing the full picture right now is okay. It really is okay. It doesn't feel okay, but that's when getting yourself into a still place, creating a meditative discipline is very important. It's like brushing your teeth in the morning, or, praying every night before you go to bed, or whatever it is for you. It's important to stick with it, especially in the time of intense energy and confusion. All right, Spirit, what is it that this Divine Feminine group is needing to surrender right now? Can you give them some clarity on what it is that they need to surrender? Like I said, I'm going to go into the extended reading, and I'm going to do the same spread for the Divine Masculine and find out what he's manifesting, what he's working on, and what he needs to do to get to that point. Thank you, Spirit. Surrender to rest and sleep. So this is about, if you have intuitive gifts, this is definitely light worker heavy right here. This whole reading has been light worker heavy, which means whoever it is that is really trying hard to manifest something, it has to do with money, it has to do with a spiritual career. That section of people that I'm talking to right now, you're put in the shop. Your intuitive gifts they're not connecting. They're not landing where they need to land right now for a reason. Trying harder and pushing even harder is not going to clear it for you. It's actually going to create more resistance. You have been put in the shop for a reason. There's something fundamentally going on that is being cleared right now that you are resisting and blocking because needing to keep control, needing to have clarity so much. It's flipped you around into this space. So what they're doing is telling you, take advantage of this blockage. Take advantage of this protection that you're under right now and rest and sleep. You need to sleep at night. You need to rest your energetic body. In order to manifest big, big things like this, you have to rest. You have to take advantage of the lulls that you have. Not push even harder for them and think about not seeing the evidence in the 3D and maybe I'm not working hard enough and why am I getting sick right now or whatever it is. It's because you're not taking advantage of the rest time. For others of you that this is not about being a light worker, it's not about being a reader or a guide or whatever it is. This is about surrendering to the separation, surrendering to the lack of communication, and using that time as a time of healing for you, as a time of being able to, the space that has been opened up, the energetic space that has been opened up by your separation from your Divine Masculine is necessary. It is necessary. I've said in a couple of readings too, it's a gift. In order for you to be able to rest and recover and sleep, figure out how to get your mind still. When you are in union and in connection, even just in communication with your divine masculine, the energy, the alchemy of the energy between the two of you guys is so intense that it doesn't allow you space to do that. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it and stop focusing on the lack of clarity that it gives you. Get into your body space and listen to what your body is telling you. They are screaming at you that you have to rest. To prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Meditate on what are you manifesting right now. If this lack of clarity keeps coming up, like there's no communication. I am manifesting communication between me and my divine masculine. That's what I want to manifest. You can do that by not thinking about it anymore. Surrender. Rest your mind. Rest yourself. Meditate. And surrender to, you have put the intention out there. I am manifesting this. I am co-creating this with the universe. And in order to do that, I'm going to get out of my mind and stop looking for the evidence of that. Don't look for the evidence of it. You did the work by putting out the intention of it. Now let the universe do the rest of the work while you rest and recover. It's even easier that way. It's really a lot easier said than done. I know that it's so hard to turn your mind off and to not focus on all of this, but they're showing you the way to do it. The more you can take this advice, start meditating in whatever way you do, start grounding yourself. You're going to be able to hear. You're going to be able to hear better. You're going to be able to feel more rested, and think clearer thoughts. Think happier. Think happy thoughts. They're telling me Peter Pan. Hang on. There's a song on right now I want to listen to also. This is the only one that stood out to me. Echo, turn it down. I don't want it to be heard. Because I'm happy. Echo, turn it down. Because I'm happy. I'm happy. Obviously, it's Pharrell. And this came on right as I was saying happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Your thoughts are very, very important. In order to create and manifest the thoughts that you do want, you have to rest your mind. You have to rest your body. If you are stuck in negative thoughts and negative patterns and negative outcomes, and it's the only thing that you see, the evidence in the 3D. If you get stuck in that, it's because your body is not rested. Your energetic body is not rested. Your brain is screaming at you to rest. All it can do is produce those negative thoughts. It doesn't have space for happy thoughts. It doesn't have space for filling your being with the happiness that you need. There's something about the solar plexus right here too. It's like your light cannot shine through. You need to rest yourself so that you can shine your light. It's so much easier to do it when you're rested and not in this energy of resistance and trying to find clarity and pushing and pushing and pushing. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. The link for the extended for the Divine Masculine and what he's manifesting and how he's going about doing it, advice that he has, that Spirit has for him, is going to be, the link for that is going to be in the box below. If you guys are ending here, this is a really powerful message for whoever this Divine Feminine is also, this Divine Feminine Collective. There's a couple different messages layered in here also, but this Divine Feminine is in a space of really being able to be an amazing leader and has a big message and a lot of abundance just waiting there, where you just stand back and kind of allow it to happen. And it's like, look at what has unfolded in front of me. I don't even have to work that hard. I'm just going to stand here and fan myself. Because she's confident in the universe taking care of her. She is supported by the universe. She has a powerful message that she is needing to get out after she she goes through this and manifests this with the universe. Take advantage of this. Get in touch with me if you guys want a private reading, if you need to dig into it a little bit further. The information for that, again, is in the box below. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, and click the little notification bell that will tell you when I have new readings up. Now that I am almost job-free, I will be posting a little bit more often and getting into a flow of the types of readings that I'm doing, other than just the divine connection and twin flames and stuff like that. I'm going to be doing more also, so click that notification bell so you guys get notified when I have new ones coming up. And again, thank you. I'm so grateful for you guys. Can't wait to see you again. I can't wait to talk to you and interact with you guys. I love you. See the rest of you at the extended.